Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Miss Boke. Thank you for clicking on my video to watch. Thank you for subscribing. I don't take it for granted. And if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this video, kindly click that subscription button so you don't miss a lot. There's a lot that we have in this in our channel, in Miss Boke channel, so you don't want to miss out. So today, as you can see, I'm just in my room, and I'll be having an interesting video to just I've had so many friends, my friends and my fans ask me about the student visa and how, just basically how to get to the US through a student visa or just generally. But today I'm gonna talk about the student visa, yeah, because yeah, then later on I'll maybe talk about something and the other process, I mean the other ways of coming to the US. But for today I'll be measuring on the student visa way. I'm sorry, I may be having a cough, but I'll try my best to be as loud as I can. And so I asked my fans to ask some questions that they may want to know the answers, and I compiled the questions, and today I'm gonna just answer some of the questions as quick as I can, just to make the video as short and sweet. Yeah, so just not to waste time, I'll go straight to the questions that my friends and my fans too asked me, the most basic questions. So sorry, my first question was there was this common question that just people asking the process of how you do it. I mean the whole process of applying and just how the process is. But so the first question was what are the qualifications? I mean, what are the requirements needed? I think he meant what are the requirements needed for the application process. So the first thing that you need to do as a student, you have to apply to a university that is within the US. That is, if you want to come to the US. So the first thing is you have to have your documents. The first document is the transcripts, for that is if you have completed your degree, or high school transcripts. High school transcripts are the Form 1. For Kenyans, it will be the Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4 results. You'll have to have the Form 1 report form. That's what we call it in Kenya. I mean, just the results of how you performed in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. And if you completed your degree, you'll need the you'll just need the campus transcripts, first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. So, and the certificate, the degree certificate. So that is, if you completed a degree, just like me, I had a degree from Kenya. So I just submitted my transcripts and my certificate degree. Yeah. Then after that, you'll need your passport, the document, the passport for traveling, and also the passport, the picture passport. So the passport for traveling, you'll just need that because that's where they'll have to stamp your visa. That's where you'll need to stamp your visa if your process goes through. So you'll have to have a passport. So if you don't have a passport, just go and apply for a passport. In Kenya, there are so many places. I think in each county you'll have, there must be a place where you can apply for the passport. Then you'll have your passport after like 4 or a month, or just a few weeks. Then what else do you need? You'll also need a bank statement. Applying as a student, you'll You'll need a bank statement of your sponsor. The sponsor is the person who is gonna sponsor your studies in the US. It might be your mom, it might be your dad, it might be your uncle or guardian if you don't have parents. So the bank statement must have a current bank balance of around a minimum of 3 million Kenyan shillings. That's like $30,000. That's a minimum. That is for a degree. That should be the fee. That's the approximate fee for a 1 year fee for a student coming to the US for bachelor's degree. So that's why they ask for a minimum of $30,000. Or if you have more, if the bank statement reads more, that's okay. That's well and good. That's for the better. That would be okay. If you have a bank statement reading more than 30,000 or more than that, so that would be good for you. So basically what you'll need will be the transcripts, the campus transcripts or the high school results, and certificate, the degree certificate, and the passport for traveling, and also the bank statement. That's all you'll need for just the application, to begin the application process to the university. So for just applying to the university, you just go to the website and try to find a university that you may want to come to. Some of you may be having a university in mind that you want to apply to. So you just go to the website and search the university's name. Then you will find the place where you can apply as an international student. Yeah, just that. From there, you'll just follow the process. It's so easy. They'll ask you to submit the documents. They ask you to, it's just send the documents. You submit your email where they'll be communicating through. So that will be so easy. How much approximately do I need for everything until I land in the US? So this one is asking, as he begins the process before he comes to the US, how much approximately do they need before they come to the US? So the first thing that you need to, the application fee, initially the application fee to the university should be, I think for my university, it's like just $20 for the application fee to submit the documents and wait for your admission letter. It should be around $20. Then secondly, you'll need the visa fee. But before the visa fee, you'll need the service. Service is the student and exchange. It's called the student and exchange visitors program. This service is the money that you pay for the government in the US to access your data in Kenya. Your data, like the results, whatever you scored in high school, whatever you scored in campus, whatever. So the exchange process. So you pay around $500 for that process. That is called the service fee. Then after paying the service fee, you'll get a service number, a number that will just be allowing you, a number that will indicate that you're an international student. It's called a service number. So that one you pay while in Kenya. Then after paying the service, you'll have to pay once you get to the application, visa, for the visa process. For the visa process, you will pay around $200. $200. In Kenya, it's like 18,500 Kenyan shillings. So that's the money that you will pay for your visa interview. You'll pay before you get to your visa interview. Yeah. So yeah, that's another money that you will need. And also, apart from that, you'll need around, for my university, you'll need around $800. That's an installment for health insurance. Before you come to the US, if you come to the US as a student, you'll have to pay. I think generally everyone pays health insurance for their health insurance. So if you get sick or anything happens to you, you'll have an insurance that will cover your medication and everything. So you'll pay an installment of around $800, but the total amount should be around $2,000. $2,000, that's why they just paid an 800 installment. Then once you get to the US, you can finish the rest. You can pay the rest as the semester goes by. So, but my $800 I paid once I got to the US, so you don't have to pay while in Kenya. You can, after the visa process, your interview goes through, you get your visa, you can just, so after the visa interview, you'll maybe need $1,500 for a flight from Kenya, $1,500 for a flight from Kenya to the US. So once you get to the US, you will pay, you can pay during the first week of orientation. You'll get to pay the $800 for health insurance, then the rest you can pay later, and also the tuition fee you can pay later during the semester. But you'll have to finish by the end of the semester before you get to apply. You get to just register the courses for the next semester. You have to finish the fee for this semester. Yeah. And also the next question, I hope I have answered that question. So basically you'll need like $1,500 for the flight, and also $800 for insurance, $200 for visa application for the interview, and also $500 for service, the student and exchange visitor program. What else? And $20 for application fee to the university. How long did you apply, and how long did it take to get a response? So as for me, I began my application process around June. Around June. Then the deadline for application to the school was around June 15th. So I began my process in around 1st June. So after submitting, I had all my documents ready, my bank statement, my passport, my transcripts and my certificates ready. So I just submitted and waited for the response from the school. The school took like 10 days to give me the admission letter. So I wanted to join the fall semester. Fall semester begins in August to December. That's the fall semester. Then we have the spring semester, which begins in January to May. So I just wanted to get into the fall semester. So the fall semester admission deadline was in June 15th. But for spring semester, the admission is normally, the deadline is normally September 1st or November 1st. Oh yeah, it should be November 1st. So so for my fall semester, I began my application in June. Then by June 15th, when the deadline was, when I got to the deadline, I'd gotten my admission letter from the school. So after I got my admission letter, and I was supposed to get to school by 16th of August. And also, so I had to get to school by the 16th of August because I had to attend the orientation in person. So after doing my application, I got the admission letter. I began the visa application process. So I paid for my service first. You pay for your service, then after like 3 days, you get your service number. After that, you begin your visa process. So I began my visa process. Then the dates that were available were for the next year, around May, for visa interviews. So I just had to ask for an expedite. An expedite is like an emergency visa interview that you request for. So normally you just get lucky to get the expedite visa interview. So I requested for I first booked my visa interview for the following year, as much as I was supposed to travel that current year in August, by August. So I just requested for, I first applied for the, booked a visa interview for the following year. Then I applied for an expedite pro whatever visa interview. So I requested for a date, and the date was July 20th. Yeah. So I requested for an expedite, and I requested that my visa interview should be on July around 20th. So, and luckily my expedite was accepted. And so what I did next was just to attend the visa interview on July 20th. So by July 20th, I went for my visa interview. I was asked a lot of, I mean, not a lot of questions, but they asked some specific questions. And the interview, okay, so answering another question, the interview takes takes around 3 minutes, the visa interview. Just 3 minutes. They ask you just a few questions. Then after that, if you answered them correctly, or if you answered them confidently, if you answer them, I mean, the best way you could, audible enough, you'll get your visa approved. So my visa was approved by July 20th. And then you wait for the visa for, like, you give them your passport, then you wait for like 5 days. Then you'll get your you'll get to pick your passport from wherever station you chose. Then so I got my visa on July 25th, my passport and my visa together. They just stamped the visa in the passport. Then so I got my visa by July 25th. So I couldn't book a flight before I get my visa. So so what I did, I just waited for the visa to be approved. Then after I got my visa back on 25th, that's when I booked my flight. So I booked my flight, which was on for 1st August. Not 1st August. I booked my flight for 8th August 8th. Then I just had to pack and find my way out, pack my stuff, a few stuffs that I needed. Then by 8th August, I flew out of Kenya. Then by 9th, I was here. I first landed in Chicago. That was my port of entry. That was the port of entry for the flight. So I just landed there. I stranded for those are some of the challenges that we should talk about in this channel, about just the traveling process for international students. So I got stranded in Chicago for like a day. Also, I had to find my way out. I'll just talk about this in the next video, guys, on my traveling, on my journey from Kenya to the US, the first day. Another question, be able to study while, if you get to the US, how will you be able to study while working, whereas your visa and passport reads studies? So if you get to the US, we have a lot of jobs. There are jobs that you can work in school. First, you'll need to have the social security card. The social security card is a card that allows you to work. That's the first thing that they will always ask for when you get to any job. They'll ask you for your social security card. So you have to get a social security card first once you get to the US. Then so there are a lot of jobs here. You work as a student, and if you work well, if you work smart, you can pay your school fees. Most of us, once we get to the US, we never think of asking for money from back home. You just have to find your way out, pay your bills, pay your school fees, and also maybe send money home. So yeah, there are jobs that you can work. That you can also get a work permit as a student. The work permit will allow you to work outside the school or anywhere else where you need to work, or where you will think of working. So yeah, you can work as a student once you get to the US. Kindly tell me how the process at the US Embassy is in Kenya. It looks like there are interview, or I mean questions that you have to undertake first. Okay, I think maybe she or he might be asking about the questions that you get at the embassy before you travel. There's just a few questions. For example, I was asked about my sponsor, what my sponsor does. My sponsor, I mean the job that my sponsor does. They asked me about if I get to the US, am I planning to come back to Kenya? Of course, the answer was yes, because yeah, I'm planning to go back to Kenya to work, to work in Kenya after earning my master's. And also another question that they asked was, are you planning to visit Kenya during the holidays like summer? Yeah, the answer was yes, because you can't stay away from family for all those years without visiting the family in Kenya or wherever country you come from. So my answer was yes, during summer. I'm planning to travel. Actually, I'm planning to travel sometime next year. So another question will be like, what else can they ask? Which university are you going to? You have to know the name of the university that you applied for. Then they'll ask you which major are you gonna do. The major is like the course that you're gonna do in the US, the course that you applied for. What else do they ask? They just ask a few questions. I think I should do a video of the general questions and how you can answer the questions once you get to the visa interview. I'll do a whole video on how to answer and the questions that you expect. Also, another question that was here was, for how long do you stay in the US with a student visa? A student visa is normally 5 years. The student visa allows you to stay for 5 years. Then after that, you can come back to Kenya to work, or you can get absorbed by a company that would like you to work for them, or you can also maybe in those 5 years you found a lover that can marry you, so you can go ahead and get married and stay with your lover. What else can you do? Yeah, there's so many things that you can do after your 5 years. You can come back, you can go back to Kenya, you can work if you really did well to a company that it will like to take you in as their employee. Yeah, and also you can get married. You can get married. Yeah. I think I've answered most of the questions. How much money? Kindly tell me the process. How long does the whole process take? So it depends on how long does the person is asking how long does the whole process take. It depends on how fast you are. The universities are normally very fast. They have the best people that are working on responding the emails, responding to your questions, responding to helping you out during the day. During the traveling, they'll help you, they'll guide you on how to do it. They're just the best. They are very fast. So it depends on your speed too. If you have the documents ready, you have everything, you can just finish. Because personally, I began in June and by August I was here. So it depends on how fast you are too. I don't think I have any other question left. Oh yeah, you can also apply. Someone was asking if nursing was the only thing that people come to apply for to the US. You can also apply for masters, or you can come as a bachelor student. you can apply for, there are a lot of courses in the different universities. So you can apply for nursing, you can apply for business, you can apply for data science, you can apply for actuarial science, you can apply for whichever law, whichever course that you want to do, you feel like doing. And also once you get to the US and you feel like you don't want to do the course that you are currently doing, or whatever course that you came in with, you are free to change. The good thing about the American education system is that you can change anytime, any day you feel like you just can't do this. I mean, you're tired. I mean, you can't do it. You can't do it. So you can change anytime. So, but from experience, I came in with a nursing. I came in to do nursing, but I got to change to my master's. So you can do anything, anytime, as long as you consult your advisor and you talk to the international officers in the school, and everything else will be just on point, and you will get to enjoy your studies in the US. So guys, have come to the end of my video. I hope this will help you guys. I hope, and if you have more questions, you're free to ask. Most of you guys may be having my number. You're free to inbox me, and also you're free to ask more questions on the comment section. Comment down below on the YouTube channel to let me know what I should answer next on my next video. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for clicking. I don't take it for granted. Again, as I said, I'm so grateful, and keep watching my videos, share and subscribe. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Yeah, okay guys, see you on the next. Bye.